Wayne Carini, the mustachioed car expert, stands out in the world of classic cars and luxury. At over 70 years of age, he did not only have the passion to pursue the cars of his dreams, but also the knowledge to restore them into pristine condition. His lifestyle undoubtedly reflects his deep love for high-end cars, from vintage Ferraris to classic Bugattis. Beyond cars, Wayne also enjoys other finer things of life, including a beautiful home with his wife and 3 successful businesses. Join us as we dive into the luxurious lifestyle of one of the greatest car restorers. With a career spanning several decades in the auto industry, Wayne Carini has built an intimidating net worth somewhere north of $20 million. But how did the car expert build such wealth? Apparently, not everyone is born with a silver spoon, and Wayne is undoubtedly one of the lot. You see, Wayne built his wealth primarily through his work on the car collection and restoration business. His career began at a young age when he developed an interest in automobiles, especially vintage cars. At the age of 9, Wayne drove his first car, a 1960 Rosso Chiaro 250 SWB Ferrari. By the time he turned 14, Wayne had planned out his life to obtain a teaching certificate, even though he had already mastered everything about car engines. However, life isn't a bed of roses, and Wayne's plan didn't go exactly as he planned, so he re-embraced his passion for cars. With that, he found another career path when he learned how to restore Ferraris under the guidance of Francois Sicard. With Francois' tutelage, Wayne carved out a niche in restoring and auctioning classic cars for himself, and that became not just a job, but a lifelong calling. In his adult years, Wayne, through the years of building his own name in the automobile business, has successfully launched 3 businesses: Continental Auto Ltd., F40 Motorsports, and Carini Carrozzeria. Together with his businesses, Wayne's TV show, Chasing Classic Cars, provided a platform for him to showcase his knowledge and skills. Additionally, he has leveraged his expertise to build a strong network within the automotive industry, which has opened doors to various business ventures and collaborations. Now, Wayne is definitely living life at the fullest, and his collection of rare classic cars attests to this. One thing is synonymous with rare car collectors: they sure have an eye for good things. If they want a car brand, they make sure to go for the best model, and this extends to Wayne's 52 Munch Jet. For starters, the Munch Jets in Wayne's garage isn't in any way the same as the other Munch Jets you see around, as its original owner has modified it. Wayne got his hands on the rare gem in 2008 from a private collector in Phoenix, Arizona. Just so you know, the Munch Jet, a limited production car designed by Frank Curtis and manufactured by Earl Munch, is a special find, as fewer than 300 were ever made. But the history of the car goes beyond just the designers. The car was originally owned by the famous 1950s band leader Freddie Martin and was fully customized by the legendary custom car designer Joe Balin, giving the car its distinct and unique look. However, the car has been deemed road unworthy before Wayne's got his hand on it and gave it a breath of fresh air. After weeks of strenuous restoration, Wayne presented the car at the prestigious Pebble Beach Concours d'Elegance to show off the remarkable job he did. Talking about historical cars wouldn't be complete without a Ferrari, right? Well, as an avid collector and a Ferrari lover, Wayne didn't disappoint in this regard. His garage boasts one of Ferrari's most luxurious road cars, the 250 Berlinetta Lusso, a beauty featuring a terrific V12 engine. The interiors feature an attention-grabbing plush leather seating with great layout. With only 350 built, Wayne had to wait till 2006 to get his hands on a pristine model. Before Wayne acquired the Ferrari Berlinetta Lusso, the car had changed hands multiple times and undergone several partial restorations. Despite its storied past, the Lusso was still a highly sought-after classic. Wayne, known for his attention to detail, dedicated 2 years to restoring the car to its original factory specifications. The restoration process was no small feat. Wayne had the Lusso shipped to Florida, where Ferrari specialists took over for the final stages of the car's tuning. The precision and care put into the restoration paid off, as the car was eventually submitted to the Ferrari factory. After a thorough inspection, it received the esteemed Ferrari Classic certification, a mark of authenticity and quality. This certification confirmed that the Lusso met the exact standard set by Ferrari for original restoration. Another rare gem sitting pretty in Wayne's $20 million garage is the 21 Stud Series K Bearcat. To know how rare this car is, The first piece of the Bearcat was an intriguing idea from Stutz, as it was a legal version of their Indianapolis racer and thus one of America's first sports cars. In 2015, Wayne got wind of a gem hidden away in a barn in Georgia. Intrigued by the find, Wayne flew over to Georgia for inspection, and to his greatest surprise, the car has just 10,000 original miles and, most importantly, it was in an unrestored condition. Wayne, who loves rare beauties, purchased the car and brought it back to his shop, where he carefully cleaned and serviced it, replacing essential parts like the spark plugs, water pump, and wiring it to get it running smoothly. The restoration process boosted the Bearcat with an 88 HP DH engine to let it run like it did tearing up the early Indy tracks. To fasten things up, Wayne sought the help of Stutz expert Evan Ide. Together, they worked to bring the Bearcat back to life while preserving its vintage vibes. Their efforts eventually paid off when the car was submitted to the prestigious Pebble Beach Concours d'Elegance, where it won the highly coveted FIVA award in 2015. However, it was rumored that after the successful restoration and the attention the car garnered at Pebble Beach, Wayne sold the car at Bonham's auction for nearly $600,000, making it a highly profitable investment. If the '49 Buick Roadmaster looks familiar, then it's probably for a good reason. The Buick became famous thanks to the Oscar-winning movie Rain Man. While Tom Cruise and Dustin Hoffman may have been the leading actors of the movie, for many car enthusiasts, the real star was the Roadmaster. What many didn't know is that the car was actually owned by the movie director, Barry Levinson, who reached out to Wayne for restoration. With the numbers the movie pulled back then, Wayne was more than willing to take on the job. Since this particular Buick was a high point for the Roadmaster line, Wayne focused on restoring the suspension and plush interiors. The final result brought the car back to its golden glory, just as golden as the movie's many awards. If you happen to spot the '49 Buick at any car show, just remember, the gem isn't just about what's under the hood and leather, it's a piece of Hollywood history. While Ferraris might seem like they build the rarest cars, Bugatti isn't far behind. The 37 Bugatti 57S, with only 42 pieces ever produced, was one of the most tedious restorations Wayne has ever done. From finding the right materials for the restoration to the specific model of paint to use, every detail on the car required Wayne's brilliance and authenticity. One thing many didn't know about Wayne Carini is his determination to recreate all his collections to their original look, ensuring they all look as if they just rolled off the assembly line. The restoration of the Bugatti didn't end at exterior. Wayne also reworked the engine, and this was where it required the most attention. According to a reliable source, the work involved in restoring a Bugatti's engine requires expertise and patience, as the brand is known for its complex and exclusive hypercars. And as a matter of fact, the Bugatti 57S's restoration process took over 2.5 years to complete. You see, garage finds are always a joy for Wayne, and the 33 Duesenberg SJ is one of the best. The backstory on this is somewhat different from the rest, as this rare masterpiece has been off the gravel for over 30 years before Wayne acquired it. The Duesenberg, a long wheelbase model, has been preserved remarkably well, largely due to being stored in a well-maintained garage. When Wayne made the purchase, some of his viewers couldn't help but question whether the car had truly been hidden away for decades, given its exceptional state. After the procurement, Wayne set to work restoring the Duesenberg to its former glory. As an expert in the business, he ensured that every aspect of the car was carefully preserved. The exterior was polished to perfection, the interior was properly upgraded while respecting its vintage features, and the engine was fully restored to deliver its iconic performance.